I rise as a supporter of the ranked choice voting proposal. I'm a co-author here in the Senate, and I'd like to clarify that it's not an experiment as has been described to by my esteemed colleague, Senator Coran, and I guess I'll go back to my earlier comments on provisional ballots. Words matter. We're elected officials. We're government officials. We're public servants. We're not experimenting. We're using the information we have. We're vetting that information in committee. We're getting stakeholder involvement, and we pass laws. We don't conduct experiments. We're not scientists. And the ranked choice voting proposal, as I describe it, is picking your favorite flavor of ice cream. And you might like vanilla first, and chocolate second, and strawberry third. And if people are voting for those three flavors, Senator Coran might rank them differently. Senator Eakin might rank them differently, and Senator Franzen might rank them differently. At the end of the day, whoever gets 50% or more of the vote wins. And if strawberry ends up not getting the majority of the votes in the first round, it gets eliminated. And whoever voted, that vote doesn't get discounted because you still voted for the first, second, and third. So your vote will always count as we go through rounds. So essentially, it's sort of like a runoff. But the difference here is that it also saves cost for local governments. And that's why you're seeing that trend of local governments finding this an acceptable proposal to conduct elections, fair elections. So members, it's not an experiment. It's been used in Republican districts. It's been used in Democratic districts. It actually encourages third-party candidates. It encourages independence. It encourages more engagement by our public in our elections to represent your community. So nothing can be further from an experiment. If anything, it's an experiment in democracy by allowing anyone to have a shot at winning an election. So members, that's why I support this proposal, and I remember this coming, I've been here 9 years, and early in my involvement, and actually, when I was in corporate America and working in the private sector, it's another area that a lot of businesses are looking at and supporting, because we need to really talk about issues, talk about things and problems and solve them, and less about the rhetoric about political parties and extremes. And it does level the playing field because you talk about issues. You're less worried about pleasing or appeasing someone because of their political party, but because of what they say really calls you to vote for them. And if I'm asking for Senator Eakin's vote, and I'm not his first choice, I still want his support as his second or third choice. And I could still win. Even if I don't have all the backing of all this money and party behind me, I can still win because my message wins. And at the end of the day, the majority wants the message that I'm promoting myself with. And that tends to be a neutral message. That tends to be a less extreme message. It tends to be a message that really appeals to the broader community. And I would say ranked choice voting would actually help a lot of what's happening right now in politics. That we can focus on candidates and what they're about and the issues they want to tackle and how they want to tackle them, and not just labels. So members, I encourage a green vote in this amendment. Let's not decide for our local jurisdictions and our local governments how they want to work with this framework. Because we talk a lot about preemption when we don't agree with something, but let the public decide. Just in this last election, Minnetonka and Bloomington, both in my district, decided to go along with it. The public decided. I didn't decide for them. We didn't decide for them. And that's the way it should be. So members, let's let the public decide. Let's bring a sensible solution to talk about issues, and let's tone the rhetoric down. Thank you, members.